They said you're too young, too unprepared, too distracted. But what if they're wrong? What if your ideas, the ones you sketch during boring classes, aren't distractions, but the blueprints of a billion-dollar brand? This is the story of a 17-year-old who struggled in school. A teen who delivered pizzas by night and built a fitness empire by day. He didn't wait for a degree. He just got obsessed with solving a problem no one else noticed. And when the world finally looked up, he had already built a brand that would change everything. This is the story of Ben Francis, the CEO and co-founder of Gymshark. He was just a pizza guy until he built a billion-dollar brand. Nobody knew his name. He wasn't famous. He wasn't a genius. He wasn't chosen. He was just Ben, a 17-year-old who struggled at school. Not because he wasn't smart, but because no one ever showed him how to apply what he learned. That was until he took one class that changed everything. IT. For the first time, school clicked. It wasn't about memorizing facts. It was about building things that worked. Real skills. Real applications. And for Ben Francis, it lit a spark. At around the same time, Ben joined a local gym. He noticed something strange. The most dedicated bodybuilders weren't wearing fancy gear. They were modifying their clothes, cutting sleeves, adjusting fits, making their own style. The market didn't understand them. So Ben did what few 17-year-olds would think to do. He asked his grandmother, a curtain maker, to teach him how to sew. Not to pass time, but to build a brand. He scraped together enough money to buy a sewing machine, and soon, his garage wasn't just a garage. It was a factory. Finally, Gymshark was born, not in a boardroom, but in a boy's belief that he could do better. He stitched clothes by night, delivered pizzas by day, and in between shifts, he taught himself to code the Gymshark website from scratch. No investors. No media coverage. Just obsession. When the website finally gained traction, the traffic asterisk crashed everything star. Thousands of orders. Zero infrastructure. That would have broken most startups. But not Ben. He didn't fold, he rebuilt. He didn't complain, he reconfigured. Because this wasn't about hype. It was about building something real. As Gymshark grew, people noticed the gear first, not the founder. That's how Ben wanted it. He let the brand be the voice. And it spoke volumes. Gymshark became more than gym wear, it became a movement. A statement for the ambitious, a uniform for the relentless. And as millions wore the shark logo, people finally asked, who's behind all this? Suddenly, the quiet kid with the sewing machine was a billionaire in the making. By 30, he built Gymshark into a billion-dollar company without selling equity. Without shouting. All by just showing up. If school didn't celebrate you, you're not alone. If the market overlooks you, you're still early. If no one sees your value yet, good. Because obscurity is your training ground. And skill is your silent revolution. Ben Francis didn't wait for permission. He followed obsession. He stitched his own story. And the thread was consistency. To every young entrepreneur building in the dark, keep going. The world may not know your name yet. But if you keep showing up, keep learning, keep building, they won't be able to forget it. Intel Media.